Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very special edition of the Scoops Medal. Last year's Scoops Medal winner was the inaugural winner, Jackson McRae from the Western Bulldogs. And this year, he was also the finalist, Scoops Medal final winner of the home and away season. Who is going to win the second installment of the Scoops Medal? There is a lot of contenders for the medal. From round 15 onwards, you're going to hear the votes round by round. I'm going to go through some contenders throughout the show, through this episode. And what am I dressed up as, guys? I have got my merch. The AFL Information, Trade Rumours and Results merch. We're decked up for the show. It's going to be a big show. The Scoops Medal for Season 22. Who is going to win the second ever? Who's going to be the second person to win the Scoops Medal for the second season? Or will it be Jackson McRae going back to back? He's in the group of contenders along with Andy Brayshaw, Toik Miller, Rory Laird, some other guys as well. Patrick Cripps, Clayton Oliver, Jack Sinclair, James Sicily. Who is in the mix? You're going to have to wait and find out. There's a lot more I did not mention. They're just some of the names are sort of literally off the top of my head. Will Hugh McCluggage, will he get in there? You'll have to wait and see. It's going to be a great edition of the Scoops Medal, and I can't wait for you. Or are we going to see a defender poll in the top 5 or even win the medal? Is it Nick Dacos? Is it Sam Taylor going to be in there? Is Tex Walker going to be in there? There's a lot of players. Will Sam Walsh be in there? Will Patrick Cripps, as I mentioned before? Collingwood, you could have a whole list of names. Same with Melbourne as well. So let's get started into the Scoops Medal for season 2022. We're now going to go all the way back to round 15. Round 15. Let's go. Let's start off with round 15. Okay. Scoops Medal for Season 22, Round 15. Why am I stalling? Because I'm getting the list up now in front of me. Okay, let's go. Scoops Medal, Round 15. Round 15, Melbourne v Brisbane. Melbourne, C. Petrarca, 1 vote. Melbourne, C. Oliver, 2 votes. Melbourne, J. Viney, 3 votes. Western Bulldogs v Hawthorn. Western Bulldogs, R. West, 1 vote. Western Bulldogs, J. McRae, 2 votes. Western Bulldogs, J. Dunkley, 3 votes. West Coast v Essendon. Essendon, P. Wright, 1 vote. West Coast, J. Cripps, 2 votes. West Coast, J. Kennedy, 3 votes. Carlton v Fremantle. Carlton, S. Doherty, 1 vote. Fremantle, W. Brody, 2 votes. Carlton, S. Walsh, 3 votes. Geelong v Richmond. Richmond, Al Baker, 1 vote. Richmond, T. Nankervis, 2 votes. Geelong, T. Stewart, 3 votes. Sydney v St Kilda. St Kilda, S. Ross, 1 vote. Sydney, N. Blakey, 2 votes. Sydney, J. Lloyd, 3 votes. North Melbourne v Adelaide. Adelaide, R. Laird, 1 vote. Adelaide, D. Fogarty, 2 votes. Adelaide, T. Walker, 3 votes. Collingwood v GWS. GWS, J. Hogan, 1 vote. GWS, J. Kelly, 2 votes. GWS, S. Canelio, 3 votes. Port Adelaide v Gold Coast. Port Adelaide, C. Rosie, 1 vote. Gold Coast, T. Miller, 2 votes. Gold Coast, J. Witts, 3 votes. The The leaderboard of the Scoops medal after round 15. In equal 4th place, all on 16 votes, Rory Laird, Toik Miller, and Travis Boak. In 3rd place in 17 votes is Patrick Cripps. In 2nd place on 18 votes is Lockie Neal. And current leader after round 15 on 20 votes, the inaugural winner of the Scoops medal, Jackson McRae, on 20 votes. As you can see there, you got McRae, Neal, Cripps, Laird, Miller, and Boak, and a whole list of other names in contention. Who is going to win the Scoops medal? Leave your thoughts down below of your thoughts on my votes for round 15. Some players I want to give some recognition for. The great years of Andrew Brayshaw and Rory Laird and Toik Miller, Lockie Neal. This is so many great stories, and yeah. Can we see a rising star make the top 5? Can we see a Connor Rosie? Can we see a Nick Dacos, a Zach Butters, and Andy Brayshaw, Caleb Sarong? You're just going to have to wait and find out. Now, let's go move on to round 16. Round 16, Brisbane v Western Bulldogs. Brisbane, K. Coleman, 1 vote. Western Bulldogs, T. Liberatore, 2 votes. Brisbane, Al Neal, 3 votes. Carlton v St Kilda. St Kilda, C. Wilkie, 1 vote. St Kilda, P. Ryder, 2 votes. St Kilda, J. Sinclair, 3 votes. Essendon v Sydney. Sydney, Al Parker, 1 vote. Essendon, Z. Merritt, 2 votes. Sydney, C. Warner, 3 votes. Adelaide v Melbourne. Melbourne, C. Oliver, 1 vote. Adelaide, R. Laird, 2 votes. Melbourne, C. Petrarca, 3 votes. Gold Coast v Collingwood. Gold Coast, I. Rankin, 1 vote. Collingwood, N. Dacos, 2 votes. Gold Coast, T. Miller, 3 votes. Geelong v North Melbourne. Geelong, T. Hawkins, 1 vote. North Melbourne, L. Davies Uniacke, E. 2 votes. Geelong, J. Cameron, 3 votes. Richmond v West Coast. Richmond, M. Pickett, 1 vote. West Coast, J. Cripps, 2 votes. West Coast, T. Kelly, 3 votes. GWS v Hawthorn. GWS, S. Canelio, 1 vote. GWS, J. Kelly, 2 votes. Hawthorn, T. Mitchell, 3 votes. Fremantle v Port Adelaide. Fremantle, R. Lobb, 1 vote. Port Adelaide, O. Wines, 2 votes. Fremantle, J. Aish, 3 votes. The leaderboard of the Scoops medal after round 16. In equal 4th place, or sorry, not equal 4th. In 4th place on 18 votes is Rory Laird. In 3rd place on 19 votes is Toik Miller. In 2nd place is Jackson McRae on 20 votes. And the new leader on 21 votes from the Brisbane Lions, Lockie Neal. Again, that race for the top 5 and 10 even is heating up. Who is it going to be? You've seen change of the leaderboard so far in the contenders in the top brackets and even the orders. So, who's got it? You got McRae and Neal and Miller and Laird. You still got Cripps and Oliver and Petrarca. You got a whole list of names as well. Ollie Wines, some players as well. Who is going to win the Scoops medal? Again, leave your thoughts down below. If you're changing your tip after every round of my votes, who do you think is winning the Scoops medal? I want to congratulate some of the retiring legends for season 2022. I'd like to congratulate the careers of Paddy Ryder and Robbie Gray, two former Port Adelaide teammates who are an inspiration to many fans, particular Port Adelaide fans. In his later years at the Saints, Paddy Ryder started his career at the Bombers. That famous tap, which I'll never forget, tears rolled down my eye, literally. So you got tears coming out now, because it still pains that Paddy Ryder, while playing for Port Adelaide against the Saints, effectively ended St Kilda's finals hopes about 5 years ago. When he tapped it to Robbie Gray, and Robbie Gray kicked a goal, Port came from behind, the fans left the stadium. And Paddy Ryder, he made up for it in 2020 for the Saints. Unfortunately, had a bad hamstring injury, but he helped us win our first final in over 9 years. So Paddy Ryder, thank you very much. Robbie Gray, one of the best Adelaide players of all time. Robbie Gray and Paddy Ryder, we will all miss you. Thank you for both, for all your contributions. Now, just be aware, they're not the only two I'll mention. I'll mention some more soon. Now, we'll move on to the Scoops Medal Round 17 votes. Round 17, Geelong v Melbourne. Geelong, P. Dangerfield, 1 vote. Melbourne, C. Oliver, 2 votes. Geelong, M. Duncan, 3 votes. Sydney v Western Bulldogs. Sydney, S. Reid, 1 vote. Sydney, T. Papley, 2 votes. Sydney, I. Heaney, 3 votes. Collingwood v North Melbourne. North Melbourne, J. Anderson, 1 vote. North Melbourne, L. Davies-Uniacke, 2 votes. North Melbourne, and Larkey, 3 votes. Gold Coast v Richmond. Richmond, S. Bolton, 1 vote. Gold Coast, N. Anderson, 2 votes. Gold Coast, T. Miller, 3 votes. St Kilda v Fremantle. Fremantle, W. Brodie, 1 vote. St Kilda, B. Crouch, 2 votes. Fremantle, A. Brayshaw, 3 votes. Port Adelaide v GWS. Port Adelaide, J. Finlayson, 1 vote. GWS, S. Canelio, 2 votes. Port Adelaide, C. Rosie, 3 votes. Brisbane v Essendon. Essendon, S. Merritt, 1 vote. Essendon, P. Wright, 2 votes. Essendon, J. Caldwell, 3 votes. Hawthorn v Adelaide. Hawthorn, M. Lewis, 1 vote. Hawthorn, D. Moore, 2 votes. Adelaide, R. Laird, 3 votes. West Coast v Carlton. West Coast, A. Gaff, 1 vote. Carlton, H. Mackay, 2 votes. Carlton, C. Curnow, 3 votes. A leaderboard after round 17. In 3rd place on 20 votes, Jackson McRae. In equal 2nd place on 21 votes, both is Rory Laird and Lachie Neale. And the new current leader after round 17 on 22 votes, a vote ahead of Laird and Neale, is the Suns co-captain, Toig Miller. We got 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 6 rounds to go. Whose medal is it? It is still up for grabs. You see the 4 names on the leaderboard there. But you still got Oliver. You still got Cripps. You still got Brayshaw. You still got Canelio. You still got Wines. You still got Petrarca. It's heating up. Before we get to the round 18 votes, just one of the matches in the round 17 I want to go through quickly. That goal after the siren, Gold Coast were down by 42 points in the 3rd quarter against the Tigers. It then come back after the siren. Sam Day centres it. Well, it doesn't really centre it. He kicks it backwards 30 metres from the boundary to the other, a little bit towards the boundary. 45, 50 metres out. Noah Anderson, not known for his kicking skills, but he delivered after the siren, and that was one of the best victories of Gold Coast's entire existence. Carmichael Hunt kicked a goal after the siren against Richmond, but Noah Anderson had just beaten that. And also, before we go into round 17, I'd like to congratulate some more retirees for season 2022. Josh Kennedy from the Swans. JPK is an inspiration to so many. Swans, a former Hawk, started his career as a Hawk. Everyone knows about John Kennedy Sr., but Josh Kennedy was awesome. Sydney Swans, unfortunately, done a hamstring recently, coming back in the VFL. He may not feature for the Swans in the final series, and no matter if he does or he doesn't, Josh Kennedy has been an awesome player for the Swans, a former co-captain of this club. He is an absolute bull of a midfielder. He's a great person. You see him cheer off Dan Hanbury, he's a good mate this week. Round 23, at the end of round 23. So, yeah, PK, Josh Kennedy, you will be missed, mate. We'll now move on to round 18. Round 18. Western Bulldogs v St Kilda. Western Bulldogs, M. Bontempelli, 1 vote. St Kilda, C. Wilkie, 2 votes. St Kilda, J. Sinclair, 3 votes. Adelaide v Collingwood. Adelaide, T. Walker, 1 vote. Adelaide, Aled, 2 votes. Collingwood, Endagos, 3 votes. GWS v Brisbane. Brisbane, K. Coleman, 1 vote. GWS, S. Taylor, 2 votes. Brisbane, H. McCluggage, 3 votes. North Melbourne v Richmond. North Melbourne, L. Davies Uniacke, 1 vote. North Melbourne, J. Simpkin, 2 votes. North Melbourne, C. Zurha, 3 votes. Carlton v Geelong. Carlton, G. Hewitt, 1 vote. Geelong, J. Cameron, 2 votes. Carlton, S. Walsh, 3 votes. Fremantle v Sydney. Sydney, E. Goulden, 1 vote. Sydney, R. Fox, 2 votes. Sydney, C. Warner, 3 votes. Hawthorn v West Coast. Hawthorn, D. Moore, 1 vote. Hawthorn, J. Ward, 2 votes. West Coast, T. Barras, 3 votes. Melbourne v Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide, C. Rosie, 1 vote. Port Adelaide, T. Boak, 2 votes. Melbourne, K. Pickett, 3 votes. Essendon v Gold Coast. Gold Coast, T. Miller, 1 vote. Essendon, M. Redmond, 2 votes. Essendon, Z. Merritt, 3 votes. The leaderboard after round 18. In third place on 20 votes is still Jackson McRae. In second place on 21 votes is Lockie Neal. And equal leader with Toik Miller on 23 votes is Rory Laird and Toik Miller. Both on 23 votes. It is heating up. There's still names not in that leaderboard. There's still Cripps. There's still Walsh. There's still Brayshaw. There's still Oliver. There is still Petrarca. There is still Josh Kelly. There is Wines. There is Rosie. There's a whole lot more. Jack Sinclair. There's a whole list of names. Luke Parker as well. Who is going to win the Scoops medal? Keep leaving your thoughts down below as I go. And another player I want to congratulate on a great career is the other Kennedy. The other Josh Kennedy, if you will, from the Eagles. Josh Kennedy. JK went out on a bang, kicking 8 goals in his last career game against the Crows, and he's an ornament to the game. Started his career at the Carlton Football Club to Josh Kennedy, part of that famous Chris Judd trade. Both clubs won out on that, but the Eagles were so rapt they got the presence of Josh Kennedy to help that forward line with Liam Ryan and Jack Darling. You could have all those flashy players as well. But they would have not been how they were in the last 5 years at least if it wasn't for Josh Kennedy. We salute a great who's leaving the game from the Eagles. If his knees had held up, he would have been playing again. But it's not the case, so we wish Josh Kennedy all the very best. We'll now move on to the next round of votes. Round 19. Round 19. Yes, round 19. Apologies. Round 19. Richmond v Fremantle. Richmond, D. Prestia, 1 vote. Fremantle, L. Ryan, 2 votes. Fremantle, H. Young, 3 votes. North Melbourne v Hawthorn. Hawthorn, T. Mitchell, 1 vote. Hawthorn, J. Newcomb, 2 votes. Hawthorn, J. Gunston, 3 votes. Sydney v Adelaide. Sydney Al Parker, 1 vote. Adelaide S. Berry, 2 votes. Adelaide Laird, 3 votes. Port Adelaide v Geelong. Port Adelaide O'Wines, 1 vote. Port Adelaide K. Amon, 2 votes. Port Adelaide C. Dixon, 3 votes. Brisbane v Gold Coast. Gold Coast J. Witts, 1 vote. Brisbane Al Neil, 2 votes. Gold Coast T. Miller, 3 votes. Western Bulldogs v Melbourne. Western Bulldogs J. McRae, 1 vote. Melbourne S. May, 2 votes. Western Bulldogs J. Ugelhagen, 3 votes. Carlton v GWS. GWS B. Bruce, 1 vote. Carlton S. Walsh, 2 votes. GWS T. Taranto, 3 votes. Collingwood v Essendon. Collingwood T. Adams, 1 vote. Essendon D. Shield, 2 votes. Essendon Z. Merritt, 3 votes. West Coast v St Kilda. St Kilda M. Winhager, 1 vote. St Kilda D. Butler, 2 votes. St Kilda J. Steele, 3 votes. The leaderboard after round 19 in third place on 21 votes is Jackson McRae. In second place on 23 votes is Lockie Neal. And equal leaders again on 26 votes now, Toik Miller and Rory Laird. There is 4 rounds to go. We've got the 4 names in the mix, and there's still a few others below 21, hanging around 20, 19, and 18 votes. There's about 8 people still in contention. Who is going to win the Scoops medal? Yeah, this is so far away from finding out, but it's going to be one you don't want to miss. Now, one of the next players I would like to congratulate on a career that is just surpassed 300 games, is currently in the final series. So, in the final series, Shane Edwards, a 3-time premiership player, over 300 games at the Richmond Football Club. Never the biggest name, never a complainer. He's in a side that has a lot of people that like to complain, but you never hear a story about Shane Edwards sulking like some of his teammates and coaches have. Shane Edwards has been a good player for a long time, a very solid player, a regular for the Richmond Football Club. Shane, good luck for what you do in your future. Congratulations to Shane Edwards. Scoops medal, round 20 votes. Fremantle v Melbourne, round 20, Fremantle v Melbourne. Fremantle, A. Brayshaw, 1 vote. Fremantle, J. Aish, 2 votes. Fremantle, D. Mundy, 3 votes. Collingwood v Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide, K. Amon, 1 vote. Port Adelaide, O. Wines, 2 votes. Port Adelaide, C. Rosie, 3 votes. Sydney v GWS. Sydney, S. Reid, 1 vote. Sydney, E. Goulden, 2 votes. Sydney, L. Parker, 3 votes. St Kilda v Hawthorn. St Kilda, D. Hannanbury, 1 vote. St Kilda, B. Crouch, 2 votes. St Kilda, R. Marshall, 3 votes. Geelong v Western Bulldogs. Western Bulldogs, E. Richards, 1 vote. Geelong, C. Guthrie, 2 votes. Western Bulldogs, J. Dunkley, 3 votes. Adelaide v Carlton. Adelaide, R. Laird, 1 vote. Adelaide, B. Smith, 2 votes. Carlton, P. Cripps, 3 votes. Gold Coast v West Coast. Gold Coast, N. Anderson, 1 vote. West Coast, J. Darling, 2 votes. Gold Coast, T. Miller, 3 votes. Richmond v Brisbane. Brisbane, Al Neil, 1 vote. Richmond and Cumberland, 2 votes. Richmond, S. Bolton, 3 votes. Essendon v North Melbourne. Essendon, M. Redmond, 1 vote. Essendon, Z. Merritt, 2 votes. North Melbourne, J. Simpkin, 3 votes. The leaderboard after round 20. There is 5 names left in contention. The leaderboard after round 20 is as follows. In 3rd place on 24 votes is Lachie Neale. In 2nd place on 27 votes is Rory Laird. And back in 1st place on his own, currently on 29 votes, 2 votes ahead of Laird, 5 ahead of Lachie Neale. It is Toik Miller on 29 votes. With 3 rounds to go, the race is down to 4. And trust me when I say the race is heating up. With 3 rounds to go, it's a lot to go through. And I'd like to congratulate one more player too. Dan Hanbury, a guy that's been cruelled of injury at his time at St Kilda in particular. A premiership player with the Swans, 226 great career games. Hannah's, you silence the doubters, mate. People don't know and understand the great work off-field you do for the Saints. You're up there at training, helping Sandringham in the VFL side. And when he has played, albeit not a lot of amount of games for the Saints, Dan Hanbury produced A-class performances in every single game he played for the Saints, and nothing was better than his last game for the Saints, having 30 touches against his old side. Hannah's, you will be missed. Congratulations, mate. You are simply a legend. Round 21 of the Scoops medal we're going to go through right now. Round 21, Melbourne v Collingwood. Collingwood, J. DeGoey, 1 vote. Melbourne, M. Gawn, 2 votes. Melbourne, C. Oliver, 3 votes. Hawthorn v Gold Coast. Gold Coast, E. Hollins, 1 vote. Gold Coast, D. Swallow, 2 votes. Hawthorn, J. Gunston, 3 votes. GWS v Essendon. GWS, C. Ward, 1 vote. GWS, Al Whitfield, 2 votes. GWS, J. Hogan, 3 votes. Western Bulldogs v Fremantle. Fremantle, Al Lobb, 1 vote. Western Bulldogs, J. Dunkley, 2 votes. Fremantle, Al Ryan, 3 votes. Geelong v St Kilda. St Kilda, R. Marshall, 1 vote. Geelong, I. Smith, 2 votes. St Kilda, B. Crouch, 3 votes. Port Adelaide v Richmond. Richmond, S. Bolton, 1 vote. Richmond, D. Prestia, 2 votes. Richmond, T. Nankervis, 3 votes. North Melbourne v Sydney. Sydney, C. Warner, 1 vote. North Melbourne, L. Davies-Uniacke, 2 votes. North Melbourne and Larkey, 3 votes. Brisbane v Carlton. Brisbane, D. McStay, 1 vote. Brisbane, Z. Bailey, 2 votes. Brisbane, Al Neil, 3 votes. West Coast v Adelaide. Adelaide, D. Fogarty, 1 vote. Adelaide, R. Laird, 2 votes. West Coast, J. Kennedy, 3 votes. The leaderboard of the Scoops medal after round 21. The race is down to 3. Or 4. No, 3. Yep, 3. In equal second place. Hang on. No, down to 4. Down to 4. Down to 4 names. 3 spots. Only 4. Yeah. Right. In equal second place on 27 votes is Lachie Neale. In equal first place after round 21 on 29 votes is Toik Miller and Rory Laird. It is down to 4 names. Is it the name you cannot see? Is it Lockie Neal? Is it Rory Laird? Is it Toik Miller? The race is heating up with 2 rounds to go in the Scoops Medal. Let's not keep you all waiting and let's get stuck right down to business with the Scoops Medal round 22 votes. Round 22, St Kilda v Brisbane. Brisbane, C. Rayner, 1 vote. St Kilda, M. Wood, 2 votes. St Kilda, M. Windhager, 3 votes. Western Bulldogs v GWS. GWS, S. Canelio, 1 vote. GWS, C. Ward, 2 votes. GWS, J. Kelly, 3 votes. Melbourne v Carlton. Melbourne, C. Oliver, 1 vote. Melbourne, J. Melksham, 2 votes. Melbourne, A. Brayshaw, 3 votes. Adelaide v North Melbourne. North Melbourne, J. Simpkin, 1 vote. Adelaide, J. Dawson, 2 votes. North Melbourne, L. Davies-Uniacke, 3 votes. Gold Coast v Geelong. Geelong, M. Blixarves, 1 vote. Geelong, J. Cameron, 2 votes. Gold Coast. T. Miller, 3 votes. Fremantle v West Coast. Fremantle, W. Brodie, 1 vote. Fremantle, B. Akers, 2 votes. Fremantle, S. Darcy, 3 votes. Richmond v Hawthorn. Hawthorn, T. Mitchell, 1 vote. Richmond, D. Prestia, 2 votes. Richmond, T. Lynch, 3 votes. Essendon v Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide, O. Wines, 1 vote. Port Adelaide, S. Palpepper, 2 votes. Port Adelaide, J. Finlayson, 3 votes. Sydney v Collingwood. Sydney, Al Parker, 1 vote. Collingwood, J. Dacos, 2 votes. Sydney, C. Mills, 3 votes. The leaderboard after round 22. The race is down to 2. But in 3rd place on 27 votes is Lockie Neal. In 2nd place on 29 votes is Rory Laird. And in 1st place, 3 votes ahead of Laird on 32 votes is the Gold Coast captain, Toik Miller. Which now confirms with 1 round to go that we are going to have a new winner of the Scoops Medal. Jackson McRae is no longer in contention to win the Scoops Medal. And that also means that Lockie Neal will not be the first or the second ever winner of the Scoops Medal home and away version. It is down to 2. Toik Miller cannot lose 1st place. But the question now remains, is the Scoops Medal winner for season 2022 going to be a joint winner of Laird and Miller or Josh Miller? You're going to have to find out right now as we go through the last round of votes for the season 2022 of the Scoops Medal. Round 23 votes. Round 23. Brisbane v Melbourne. Melbourne, C. Petrarca, 1 vote. Melbourne, B. Fritsch, 2 votes. Melbourne, C. Oliver, 3 votes. GWS v Fremantle. GWS, S. Taylor, 1 vote. Fremantle, C. Sarong, 2 votes. Fremantle, W. Brodie, 3 votes. Geelong v West Coast. Geelong, I. Smith, 1 vote. Geelong, T. Stengel, 2 votes. Geelong, T. Hawkins, 3 votes. Essendon v Richmond. Richmond, D. Prestia, 1 vote. Essendon, Z. Merritt, 2 votes. Richmond, T. Lynch, 3 votes. Hawthorn v Western Bulldogs. Hawthorn, B. Hardwick, 1 vote. Western Bulldogs, J. Dunkley, 2 votes. Hawthorn, J. Sicily, 3 votes. Carlton v Collingwood. Carlton, A. Cherrer, 1 vote. Collingwood, D. Moore, 2 votes. Carlton, P. Cripps, 3 votes. St Kilda v Sydney. Sydney, I. Heaney, 1 vote. St Kilda, M. King, 2 votes. St Kilda, D. Hanbury, 3 votes. North Melbourne v Gold Coast. Gold Coast. N. Anderson, 1 vote. Gold Coast, D. Swallow, 2 votes. Gold Coast. A. Sexton, 3 votes. Port Adelaide v Adelaide. Port Adelaide. K. Amon, 1 vote. Port Adelaide. O. Wines, 2 votes. Port Adelaide. C. Rosie, 3 votes. I declare the winner of the Scoops medal for season 22, the Suns star midfielder and co-captain, Toik Miller. Congratulations, Toik. The second ever winner of the Scoops medal. Toik Miller was a well-earned winner of the Scoops medal. He is a very great and deserving winner. There were so many contenders. In the end, it was really down to 3, pretty much the whole back half of the season, in Neil, Laird, and Miller. And Toik Miller deserved the Scoops medal for season 2022. Again, Toik, congratulations. Hopefully bigger and better things for your club, the Gold Coast Suns, next year. Or oh so close this year, having the best season to date in their history. Hopefully next season, we see the Suns make the finals, led by you and your great captaincy with Jaron Witts. Congratulations, Toik Miller, for winning the Scoops medal for season 2022. Now, when we go through the top 5 leaderboard, overall leaderboard of the Scoops medal, in 5th place on 23 votes is Patrick Cripps. In 4th place on 25 votes is Clayton Oliver. In 3rd place on 27 votes is Lockie Neal. In 2nd place on 29 votes is Rory Laird. And the outright winner on 32 votes, the Suns co-captain, Toik Miller. Toik wins ahead of Laird by 3. It was a great count. I appreciate you all for tuning in to this Scoops medal edition of season 2022. The inaugural winner last season was Jackson McRae, and this year, the second winner of the Scoops medal is the Suns co-captain in Toik Miller. Who wins the Scoops medal in season 2023? Until then, thank you all, and of course, thank you for tuning in to AFL information, trade rumours, and results.